My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 265. In this lecture, I will continue my discussion on Amazon Fine Food Review dataset. In this lecture, we will try to understand Python code for Word2vec. As I told you, we can construct our own Word2vec. Suppose I have my own data corpus. Let me assume I have my own data corpus, or I can say I have my own text corpus. Let me say text corpus or data corpus. By using our data corpus or text corpus, we can build our own Word2vec. By using this Word2vec, for every given word, I will get a vector. What I can do here is I can use, second option is I can use the Word2vec. I can use the Word2vec which is trained by somebody like Google. Google, as I told you, has trained very large. I can say it's a very large Word2vec using all the Google news. What is data corpus? What is text corpus? For this particular Word2vec built by Google, that text corpus or data corpus is Google News. Let me repeat. Google has trained very large Word2vec using all Google News data. So I can use Word2vec that Google has developed, Google has built using their own data. If I don't have large data corpus, in the context of our Amazon Fine Food reviews, I can construct Word2vec by using our processed reviews. Whereas in the case of Google, they constructed Word2vec by using Google News. In the case of Amazon Fine Food reviews, I can get every word and vector representation. First, we learn how to use Google News based Word2vec that Google provides for free of cost. This Word2vec built by Google, they are providing for free of cost. Let's see how to get it. Again, for this we use module called GenSim. There is a module known as GenSim. Let me repeat, GenSim is a very popular model for computing. This is useful, very popular module for computing Word2vec. Google actually gives you that vector representation in a field called Google News Vector. I will show that one. Let me show that one once. Just see this one. 1 second. Yes. Just see. This is the one. Google News Vectors. Google News -vectors -300.bin. What is this? It is a pre-trained Word2vec model provided by Google for sentiment analysis. This is useful for sentiment analysis. Basically, it's basically a big table where for every word there is a vector. For every word there is a vector representation. This vector representation has 300 dimensions. Representation of these vectors is 300 dimensions. Google has built all of these by using, as I told you, by using Google News. By using Google News data, and you can download it from this particular website. There is a just browse in Google website. Certainly you will get it. But here problem is it is 1.9 GB in size. 1.9 GB in size. So if you have slow internet connection, please be careful. And what happens is when you download this data and when you load it into memory, what I am saying here is I am saying there is something like keyed vectors dot load Word2vec format, isn't it? I am loading this data. When I load this data, it occupies a lot of memory. So be careful. Loading this model itself might take more time. So operating systems like Windows, it takes 9 GB of memory to load this data. For every word WI, it has a vector representation for millions and millions of words. For every word WI, it has got vector representation for how many words? Millions and millions of words. For millions and millions of words, you can find vector representation. Be careful if you have low RAM. Here I am loading the Word2vec model from Google News using one line of code. Once I have it, I can get vector for any word as it is trained one. For example, let me go back and show you one simple example. Just see this one. It is simple one. Once if you observe this code carefully, just see model dot Word2vec computer. The word vector for computer, this is a vector representation. Actually, this is 300 dimensional representation of this computer. The word vector for computer. So this is the vector I get for computer. There are no zeros. If you observe, there are no zeros. Here I told you Word2vec creates dense vector. Word2vec creates dense vector. It is, as I told you, it is 300 dimensional vector. It is a vector 300 dimensional vector for computer. Suppose I say I want model dot WV. WV means, just let me say like this, model dot WV dot similar woman. If I say something, suppose if I say I want model dot WV, I have a function called similar. This is a function, similarity function. This is similarity between, this is most similar to woman. Which one is most similar to woman? Most similar to woman. For example, let me discuss this one first. This one, just say this one. Model dot WV dot similarity, woman and man. What is the similarity between woman and man? This is 0.664012. What does it mean? The maximum similarity between any words. Your maximum similarity between any words is 1. Minimum similarity is 0. Therefore, there is a similarity in between man and woman, that is 0.76. There is something like most similar. Which one is most similar to woman? Men is most similar. isn't it? How many most similarities are there? With man, what is the similarity value? 0.766. With girl, 0.7494. With teenage girl, 0.73. It's in a descending order. If you see this one, if you carefully observe, here you have woman, here you have woman. Problem is this W starts with a capital letter. You must understand, even a Word2vec has got its own drawbacks. I cannot say it is perfect, but it is best technique. You can train your own Word2vec model. Just see, I equal 0, list of send. What it says, train your own Word2vec model using your own text corpus. This is I equal 0, list underscore of underscore. This is a list, isn't it? We know what is list. We discussed a lot in beginning classes itself. For sentence in I, this is my data corpus. Preprocessed underscore reviews. We discussed about this particular preprocessed underscore reviews in my previous class itself. What am I doing? I am appending these words to split. We already discussed split means it will split into words. I am appending each word into this list. Which list? I am appending all the words into a list known as list of sentences. Means I can have words in this particular list. Now I can build Word2vec for this one. How one can build? Just see, this one is, it is simple and straightforward. If you observe, just I am initializing. I will provide IPython notebook. Just what am I doing here? Min underscore count equal to 5. What does it mean? Min underscore count equal 5 means consider only words that occurred at least 5 times. Isn't it? That's what it means. Word2vec underscore model, Word2vec of list of sentences. List of sentences means I have shown in previous slide. I am keeping all the words in this particular list. Min underscore count equal to 5, isn't it? That's what it says. Workers equal to 4, size equal to 50. What is this size equal to 50? What is the meaning? What's the meaning of size equal to 50? What does it mean? It means workers equal to 4 means, let me say like this. First let me say min underscore count. Basically, let me repeat this one. Otherwise, let me repeat this one. Min underscore count basically says that if a word does not occur at least 5 times, don't construct Word2vec for it. Similarly, size basically means from a word we want to convert a vector. What it is? Dimension of that corresponding vector, respective vector is 50, isn't it? I will repeat. What is the meaning? I will repeat. Min underscore count basically says that if a word does not occur at least 5 times, don't construct Word2vec for it. Similarly, size basically means from a word we want to convert a vector. What is the dimension of that vector? Dimension of the vector that we want. Given a word wi, we are converting a vector vi. What is the dimension of vi? Vi belongs to Rd. What is the d? It is a d-dimensional vector. Here I am saying d is equal to 50. Size means I am converting into 50-dimensional vector. Of course, if I have large corpus, means if I have large corpus, certainly I can increase, isn't it? I can increase the dimension of the vector. As my corpus size is not that big like Google News, just I am keeping 50, isn't it? It uses, what does it mean? If you have what's the meaning of workers equal to 4? If you have multi-core box, set workers equal to 4. it uses all the 4 cores in your box. Again, as always, please go and check out the documentation for the Word2vec function. GenSim gives this GenSim. Actually, this GenSim, I will show you in Jupyter Notebook. GenSim gives GenSim gives you a brilliant documentation and lots of example. Word2vec model, and this is custom build model. This could take some actually just go through documentation so that you can understand what's happening. You can understand real essence, isn't it? Just if you execute, what output will you get? Just see, what does it mean? Most similar. I already discussed what is most similar. Which one is most similar for great, excellent, alternative? Think like this. What is the similarity? 0.99, alternative 0.9931. Isn't it? For worst, I am finding most similar things. Isn't it? This is anyway. This is which one? It is a Word2vec designed or constructed, trained by Google. This I already discussed about Google. This one is our own Word2vec, which is built by our reviews dataset, Amazon reviews dataset. I will show you these things in my Jupyter Notebook. Just see here what it says again. Word2vec model, just what it says, it's simple number of words that occurred minimum 5 times, just a minimum 5 times. Anyway, I am constructing like this. Length means you will get that Word2vec underscore words length. What's that length? 3817. The sample words I am displaying, I am slicing. These are the sample words from that particular reviews data set. Just you can understand this one. It is simple and straightforward. I will explain these things. I will show you these things in Jupyter Notebook in my next class. Bigrams and n-grams, TF-IDF also I will show you in my next class in Jupyter Notebook. Thank you very much.